Welcome back, everybody. This is Lame Chicken, and we are still playing Overlord. We are still here in the Dwarven Brewery. It's another one of those flame dwarves, but if you can take the shot yourself instead of letting it hit your minions, it does not cause as much damage to you as what it would do hitting them. So it's a good idea to try to draw their fire yourself, and then send your minions in once they have fired a volley while they're trying to get reloaded. It's not a foolproof strategy by any means, but it's better than nothing. And we have a beer keg here that we can push that will let us into this back room. And this is a very nice little area to get money and equipment for your minions. There are a lot of chests right here. When I was playing through for the first time, this is actually where I came to build up money to be able to create the last of the types of equipment that you can forge. Just like I came up short on money when I was crafting before, but just short where I could not get the helm. I was much shorter on gold in the first playthrough, although there is still a whole nother tier of stuff to craft. But you can actually get to this area from a place where nothing will respawn. It's the exit, so you have not seen the way that I'm talking about yet. But the way that we'll be leaving this area, you can get back to the tower, come back in here, all of these chests will have respawned, but no enemies will have spawned in the way. So you can just run right back in there, pick up everything, go back out, let it respawn, do it over and over and over. So if you can't find a better area, it is at least an option for a good place to farm up some money. And here's the standard using a wheel to create a bridge to get back to an area you've already been, keep you from having to backtrack. And I don't know why he's not coming forward. Okay, there he goes. Thought that something was blocking his path, but I couldn't see anything. So right here's a portal to the tower, so you could go back to the tower from here, come back to here, right across that bridge, and you're right back to that area with all those treasure chests, which is definitely the best way to get money, is the treasure chests. And since we are back up here near the beginning, once I can get my bearings, we are going to... Okay, so that's the exit. I'm going to go and put the greens up and get some more browns back out, and be using just a group of browns again. Another advantage to not using multiple minion types is that I couldn't send all of my greens and all of my browns out as quickly as I could send just browns, unless I select all. But at that point, I'm also sending my blues into the combat, which is not a good thing to do, of course. Trying to remember for sure where the brown spawning pit was. I think it was over this way. Yeah, it was right up here. And I forgot to refill my blues. I think I am missing at least a couple. I am, so... We do have a few missing. It's going to be quicker to go ahead and loop back through here again than it would be to go back around the way I came here. So, since I have been moving pretty quickly and in some circles, I hope I haven't lost anybody. If so, I'm sorry. It's really not that confusing an area once you're actually in control of where you're going yourself. This is back to where the wheel is, where we came out of the area I was talking about getting money. And straight down through there is the entrance that we came in. Right over here is where we got the shield spell. So hopefully that will have shown you all of where we have gone. Give you a little better bearing if you have gotten lost. And now we're going to turn the wheel to get to the lower level of the brewery. This area can be a little tough. We'll go ahead and turn around and kill the things that just spawned behind us before moving on. I'm going to go ahead and save my mana since we are going into an area that is fairly vicious. Hopefully my blues will be able to get to everyone before they die, and we won't have taken any losses. I don't remember if I had 26 or 27, so we may have lost one, but just one is okay. And here's the brewery too. And I'm not entirely sure how they expect you to do this area. You do have different archers up there on both sides, but you are going to have to go down and throw a switch on both sides. There does not seem to be anything to use as a distraction to try to keep your guys from getting killed. You pretty much just have to make a run for it as fast as you can and take as few losses as you can. Actually, I only lost 2 that time, so that's pretty good. Go ahead and replenish those numbers. And now we need to go and do the other side also. This side does have some things down here on the ground for us to have to fight in the process, though, also. We cannot throw any spells into that fight, so we just have to let our guys do as best they can. We will probably take some losses. But as long as we keep a good number, like the 17 and 18 that are attacking him currently on him, they should be able to do it. And again, I would recommend going ahead and refilling your numbers before going to throw that switch. I don't remember for sure when the tough part of this starts. I don't know if it's when we throw this switch or if it's after another little section. But we are about to have a fairly tough little fight. We lost just a couple more. And here we've got some regular dwarves and one warrior. This is not a very hard fight. And inside of here we've got a giant beer keg.
Loot this, and you'll strike a decisive blow against the dwarves. They can't cope with sobriety. Return it to the tower, and your minions will get a permanent boost.
And they'll be right terrors to put to bed.
And so the tough part has not happened yet. Apparently it's not behind that door, but on our way back to the tower portal here. Although it doesn't look as bad as I remember. It looks like it's just 4 regular dwarves and 2 warriors, with the group splitting up pretty well, so that you can take out just the regular dwarves before the warriors even get here. Go ahead and call all of my minions back so that I can send all of them. Well, I was still selected on my blues. I was calling back all my minions, even the ones that were carrying the kettle, so that I had the full force to fight with. But then made the silly mistake of having my blue selected, so the only thing I sent into the fight was the only minions I wouldn't want in the fight. Go ahead and get the beer kettle back.
It's ours. Now let's see if that's got their attention.
And that, of course, is another object you do have to get the achievement that is for getting all of the tower objects. And just going down in there did respawn some things, so we do have a few dwarves over here to have to fight again. And then right over here is the door that the dwarves came out of when I turned the wheel, and this is actually the exit we're wanting to take from the brewery. I don't remember if he says anything as we leave, though. I'm betting that he says at least something, and I am running pretty low on time. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this video here, and in the next video we'll actually go ahead and leave the brewery by this door right here.